Hi guys, so I'm here at the office with Gregor, SunContract CEO, and we're just going to address many of the questions that you've had because it's a priority for us to make sure that you're informed and you know what's going on with the project. So Gregor, how are you doing today?
Oh, great, thank you. It's nice to have you here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here too. The office is beautiful and yeah, it's big and spacious. I'll give you guys a tour at some point on Telegram. But yeah, so we have many questions from the community regarding partnerships, finances and marketing, trading. And I think a good place to start is partnerships because that's a key point for the community members. Where are we with partnerships?
Yes, we have actually many partnerships already. It's a very important part of us that we have partners because we want to open SunContract platform also to partners in Slovenia and worldwide. But yes, first of all, we have different levels of partners. First, one level is that we have partners who are actually bringing SunContract peer-to-peer energy market to different countries. We are working hard on Italian market and also some other European markets we are working on, and so we are sure that at least one of those markets will open this year. That's going to be a good success for SunContract. But this is mostly now we're working in Europe because of the liberalized market, and it's possible actually to do most of the European countries to open the SunContract platform. But as well, we were active also in Asia. We did a contract with CISA. But in CISA was actually SunContract involved with the digital highway, with the platform.
Yeah.
But in Philippines, the CISA is a big player. But actually they are looking investors to invest to the infrastructure, basic infrastructure, to have enough electricity, renewables, and this actually they are doing by themselves, looking from some other Asian partners, and we are looking for this to happen, that some infrastructure will be built, and then SunContract can jump in. So this will certainly not be this year, and maybe
The Philippines won't be this year.
yeah, certainly then maybe next year, or we don't know exactly. It's more depends on the CISA investor side from Asia.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll jump right into finances and marketing. Could you summarize the financial situation of the project? How are we doing for sales?
Yes, actually, we just gave a report to the financial report. I think we show the situation, and we see actually we are very good standing in also financial wise. So the best way how we introduce our finances through sales. And so the last year we completed more than 1.2 million US dollars of contracts for pure electricity. And this is actually, it was a very big success for the first few months actually in the real operations, because we know that most of the contracts are yearly based, and so most of these contracts were signed in the last 3 months, last year.
Mm-hmm.
So now, but anyway, we are onboarding the new customers from residential to business, also to industrial. Some few factories joined us in this year. So our sales increased 20%. In quarter one only, and yes, quarter one is actually the weakest quarter after the last quarter, which is the strongest one. So we are very satisfied with that, but of course we are just continue, and this is just in Slovenia, because now we have peer-to-peer market open just in Slovenia. But yeah, we are just going to continue and adding new markets, and we expect to this contracts will be signed maybe double or triple this year regarding to the last year. So.
That's great. So on the platform, we're also selling energy self-sufficiency products. How did we do for sales between last year and
Actually,
quarter one?
very good. So in this quarter, in the quarter one, we doubled the last year's sale. So because of the booming of the solar all around the Europe, I canceling the anti-dumping, and it showed also in Slovenia, and I think all around Europe that the renewables are growing, and we doubled in SunContract in this quarter, last year, whole year.
So where do you expect us to be at the end of the year in terms of both self-sufficiency products and electricity sales?
I think the next year we will double or triple the electricity revenue through the platform, and of course also triple or even 5 times the last year the renewable energy products through the platform.
Okay, perfect. And when it comes to market share, one of the community members was asking, how much do we expect to capture in Slovenia?
What do you want to have?
100%.
100%, of course. Yeah, that's actually that's very nice. It's 50 is okay. No.
100.
100. Yeah, actually, seriously, we want to have some significant share, of course, but we are looking more on the now European-wise or even worldwide later on to have this share. So for us, it's more important to have some share, let's say a few percent in each country where we are entering, not to have 50%, let's say, in one country, because we are a platform meant to be global, meant to connect different markets into one big worldwide market. So, market. So that's why we would like that focus.
So our focus is to enter as many markets as possible.
Yes.
Rather than
to penetrate
focus
one
on
market.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Winnie, tell me, how is marketing going actually?
So marketing is going well. As you've mentioned, we did really well in sales. We're up 20% at the worst time of year for electricity sales and signing of contracts. We've doubled sales in energy self-sufficiency products as well. So now that we have the full peer-to-peer marketplace, we're going to even increase marketing activities a bit more. We're working with many people, including local partners here in Slovenia and in the countries that we plan to enter. So that's going to really increase the activities of marketing, not just for us as a company, but also with the help of partners. We also will be rolling out the website hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And as you all know, the website is the first point of interaction for any potential customer or partner. So that's going to be very important for us, and we can then really increase marketing activities. So yeah, we should probably address some of the trading questions that we have, because we have a bunch of them. One of the community members asks, is it allowed to overlap agreements and have more than one peer-to-peer contract at the same time?
Yeah, sure. Our customers, they usually have more peer-to-peer contracts. So we have the system when first coming, first served. Okay. So of course, if you sign a fixed contract with the platform for a certain level, you can then accept better price from the other producers, and you can accept for more of them. We, in our platform, we are calculating how much you covered actually with this contract you already signed, you already agreed, and when you are 100%, then you cannot continue to add a new suppliers. So yeah, of course, you can have, let's say,
more than one contract.
Yeah.
And then there's another question. Will the platform show which contract is currently being executed?
You can see this through the platform when you look through the settlements.
Okay.
When you look through the settlements, you see exactly the price, and then you see which actually price and which contract was executed.
All right. And then there's another question here from a community member. Will a consumer see where their source of energy is coming from?
Consumers, they can see when the energy coming from if they do individual contracts.
Okay.
If they invite somebody who they know exactly that the energy comes from them. But on the marketplace, they don't know from who, but they can see the type of energy. They see whether is this a solar, wind, biomass, what type of renewable energy they are using, consuming. They can see that, but they cannot see it from who.
Okay, so they always can see what kind of energy
They
they're
can see what
consuming,
kind of energy they
but
have.
they don't get to know exactly who
Who,
the
yeah.
energy is coming from.
Sure.
So there's another question from a community member, and they're saying, can I be made to pay more than the contract price?
You actually cannot pay more than the contract price. This we actually put to the system, to the platform. But if you are really willing to do this, then you need to do another annex to the contract, and then you hire actually the contract price, and then you can provide the higher price on the platform. But usually this not actually
Contract
issue.
price is the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And who will ensure that there is enough energy for customers?
Yeah, this is actually the balance group's responsible party who is taking care that there is always enough energy to be supplied or to be bought from the producers. So everybody who is in this balance group or SunContract balance group has access to the energy enough. Doesn't matter whether they have enough individual or other contracts done on the platform or not. So if there is not contract on peer-to-peer with other parties, then the platform provides the rest needed that they have enough energy, or the opposite to enough energy is bought from the producers.
I see.
Yeah, so balance group responsibility is doing that.
Okay. And then there's a question on roadmap. Will we have a new roadmap? If so, when?
Yes, roadmap. We have, of course, we have our roadmap until 2022 already done, but this is more internal roadmap. We have. We don't want to disclose all details to the public because also beside our community, also our competitions are looking over us, and we don't want to disclose all this stuff. I can tell you, I can promise that we are preparing a lot of exciting stuff, a lot of new stuff, which is going out in few weeks, few months, this year, next year. Many stuff we are preparing, and we will continue this regarding the new services and also regarding the spreading around the new territories, new countries. So, but we will disclose when the time is up and when it's appropriate time that we can go on, that we actually also maximize the services what we are putting on the market.
Perfect. And I'm just going to add on to that part of our roadmap is obviously increasing users in the countries where we are currently operating, as well as market research and working towards entering new markets.
Sure.
So right now at the end of the AMA, maybe if you have some final words, what is your outlook on the project?
Yes, as we have talked, actually we were very satisfied with the last year or this year, and we are actually very excited with the new services we are developing and we will issue on the platform. Of course, for all these new services, the SNC token will be essential to pay with SNC token. And we are going to double, triple, or even maybe more increase the number of users and sales. We are going to open at least one country this year, and maybe
Is this going to be Italy?
Maybe it's going to be Italy, maybe not. We will see which will be the fastest. And then and next year, of course, the following is the bigger countries as well. So I think it's going to be very exciting, especially because we are going to launch a new global service which will be available for actually almost everybody in the world.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Gregor. And yeah, we invite you guys to join us on our social media channels. We're active on Telegram as well, and we're on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, Bitcoin Talk, Medium. Okay, what do I say? Because there are many. Mention all of them. We're in more than 12 channels. Blogfolio, Signal, Delta, Instagram. Okay, I'll redo the end. Can you? Okay, I'll just do it. It's okay. It can continue. Is it going? So thank you, and we invite you guys to join us on our social channels. We're going to link them in the description below. Have a good one for now. Bye.